In a realm ruled by fierce warriors and ruthless empires, where the strong conquer and the weak perish. This is the Iron Age, a brutal chapter in human history marked by bloodshed and ambition. Join us as we explore 13 brutal Iron Age civilizations that shocked the world. From the fierce Assyrians to the mighty Maurya Empire, these were the titans of their time, carving out empires with iron and fire. 1. Assyrian Empire. The Assyrians originated from northern Mesopotamia, now part of modern-day Iraq. Renowned for their combat prowess, they built a vast empire through skilled warfare and strategic terror. They possessed superior iron weaponry, giving them an edge over enemies who used bronze. The Assyrian army was well organized with specialized units, including archers and spear fighters. They were also early adopters of siege tactics, effectively surrounding and starving cities into submission. Assyria's harsh treatment of conquered peoples involved severe punishments for leaders and relocation strategies to prevent uprisings by dispersing populations. Despite their reputation for brutality, the Assyrians developed a robust administrative system, maintaining order, collecting taxes, and constructing impressive cities like Nineveh with grand palaces and temples. Their belief in the divine backing of their god Ashur justified their military expansions. Sbefore you go to number 2, if you thought the Assyrians were terrifying, wait until you hear about the Scythians. 2. Scythians. The Scythians were nomadic warriors of the Eurasian grasslands, ranging from modern Ukraine to China. They were formidable horseback archers, making them swift and deadly in combat. Unlike settled civilizations, Scythians lived in portable camps, following their herds and embracing a mobile lifestyle centered around horseback activities like hunting and warfare. Scythians conducted raids rather than seeking territorial conquest, swiftly attacking for plunder then vanishing into the steppes. Their mobility and surprise tactics made them a constant threat to settled communities. Scythian warriors were marked by tattoos signifying bravery and celebrated victories by fashioning trophies from enemies' skulls. In addition to their fearsome reputation, the Scythians were skilled artisans, crafting exquisite gold jewelry and embellished garments and weapons. Their art, rich with animal motifs and scenes from nature, reflects their deep connection to their environment and played a role in the cultural interactions between East and West. Though the Scythians left no written records or cities, their legacy survives through artifacts and the accounts of other ancient cultures, showcasing their impact on historical cultural exchanges and military strategies. Ever wondered who collected their enemies' heads? Find out in number 3. 3. Celts. The Celts were a group of tribes spread across Europe, known for their fierce warrior culture. They were famous for battling often, both among themselves and against outsiders. One of their most striking practices was collecting the heads of defeated enemies. They believed that a person's soul lived in their head. By keeping these heads, the Celts thought they could capture their enemy's strength and show off their own fighting skills. Celtic warriors were highly respected in their communities and were often involved in deciding disputes and enforcing rules. They followed strict codes that governed their conduct in and out of battle. When rules were broken, the punishments could be severe, reflecting the importance they placed on honor and bravery. Their fights were not just for land or resources, but were a central part of their way of life, influencing their social structure and traditions. The warrior's role extended beyond the battlefield. They were protectors of their people and played a significant part in the cultural and religious life of their communities. But hold on, wait till you hear about a king who changed his empire forever in number 4. 4. Neo-Babylonian Empire. Under the reign of King Nebuchadnezzar II, the Neo-Babylonian Empire rose to significant power and influence, marked by its military might and architectural splendor. Nebuchadnezzar II is best remembered for his conquests, including the destruction of Jerusalem and the subsequent Babylonian captivity, where he forced thousands of Jews into exile. This act not only demonstrated his ruthless military strategy, but also played a crucial role in shaping the cultural and religious dynamics of the region. The empire itself was a marvel of its time, celebrated for its monumental architecture. The massive walls of Babylon were so grand that they were noted as one of the original 7 wonders of the ancient world. Nebuchadnezzar's most famed architectural project, however, was the Hanging Gardens, a staggering feat of ancient engineering and beauty, said to have been built to please his homesick wife, Amytis. This garden was a lush paradise, constructed with layers of exotic plants and marvelous waterworks that astonished all visitors. Next up is a ruler who turned from war to peace. Number 5 is up next. 5. Maurya Empire. The Maurya Empire, established by Chandragupta Maurya, was a vast and powerful state that unified the Indian subcontinent like never before. Under the leadership of Ashoka the Great, the grandson of Chandragupta, the empire reached its zenith. Ashoka's initial reign was marked by a brutal campaign at Kalinga, which resulted in massive loss of life and immense suffering. The horrors of this battle profoundly transformed Ashoka, who turned away from further conquests and embraced Buddhism, dedicating his life to spreading peace and moral values. Ashoka's commitment to Buddhism led to a major shift in the empire's approach to governance. He instituted policies of non-violence, moral living, and religious tolerance, and his efforts to propagate Buddhism extended beyond the Indian subcontinent into parts of Asia, profoundly influencing their cultural and religious landscapes. And now, discover the master sailors of the ancient Mediterranean in number 6. 6. Phoenicians. The Phoenicians, master sailors and traders of the ancient Mediterranean, were instrumental in connecting various cultures through their maritime prowess. Renowned for their nautical skills, the Phoenicians developed one of the earliest known alphabets, which had a profound impact on the development of written communication in the Western world. This alphabetic system was simpler and more accessible than the complex scripts used previously, facilitating trade and administrative activities across their network of cities and colonies. Despite their cultural and economic achievements, the history of the Fenians was marked by continuous skirmishes and wars with neighboring civilizations, demonstrating their resilience and strategic acumen in both commerce and conflict. Their influence on trade, language, and maritime technology left an indelible mark on the Mediterranean world, shaping the paths of commerce and cultural exchange for centuries to come. Through their adventurous spirit and innovative practices, the Phoenicians played a pivotal role in the spread of ideas and goods across the ancient world. The warriors with the first iron weapons. Number 7 is coming up. 7. Hittites. In the heart of Anatolia, the Hittites emerged as a powerful group known for their early use of iron weapons, giving them a big advantage in battles. They were also experts in chariot fighting, using these speedy and powerful carts to great effect in wars. Their most famous battle was at Kadesh against Egypt, where they showed their strong military skills and smart planning. Despite their eventual fall, the Hittites' detailed set of laws and their way of running a government had a lasting impact on later civilizations. Their society was complex, filled with rich religious traditions, and an effective system of government that kept their empire stable during tough times. Their capital, Hattusa, was a showcase of advanced city design with big temples and palaces. When their empire fell, their influence didn't vanish. It spread throughout the region, influencing the ways of future empires like the Assyrians and Babylonians. Coming up next, a fair and brutal empire. Get ready for number 8. 8. Persian Empire. The Persian Empire, started by Cyrus the Great, grew to be massive thanks to his skill in both war and diplomacy. Cyrus was known for his fair treatment of the people he conquered, allowing different cultures and religions within his empire to thrive, which kept the empire stable. His successor, Darius I, expanded the empire further and introduced efficient ways to manage it, and built great roads that improved communication and movement of troops. The Persians were also smart in battle, known for their strategic moves and important victories. Their respectful approach to governance, allowing diverse traditions and beliefs, helped maintain a peaceful and strong empire from the Indus Valley to the Aegean Sea. The grand city of Persepolis stands as a testament to their architectural and cultural greatness, influencing many who came after them. And now, let's delve into the pre-Roman culture. 9. Etruscans. Before Rome's rise, the Etruscans in Italy were known for their incredible metalwork and stone buildings. They built well-planned cities with strong walls and beautiful buildings. As skilled warriors, they often fought to protect or expand their lands. They deeply influenced the early Romans, from military organization to religious practices. Even though Rome eventually absorbed the Etruscans, their ways of building and urban design left a lasting mark on Italian culture. Their advanced approach to architecture and city planning can still be seen in the layout and ruins of ancient Italian cities. Their legacy also continued through the influences they left on Roman culture, shaping it in many fundamental ways. Up next, a kingdom with impressive fortresses. 10. Urartu. Nestled in the rugged highlands of eastern Anatolia, the kingdom of Urartu rose to prominence as a powerful entity. Renowned for their exceptional skills in architecture, the Urartians built vast fortresses that sprawled across the mountainous terrain. These immense structures were not only marvels of military defense, but also symbols of Urartian might and engineering acumen. Moreover, the Urartians excelled in water management, devising elaborate irrigation systems that transformed barren lands into lush, agricultural havens. These agricultural advancements supported large communities and were crucial for the sustenance of their population. The strategic positioning of their cities, fortified to the teeth, provided a stout defense against the frequent invasions by neighboring powers. This fortification helped Urartu preserve its sovereignty and cultural uniqueness through turbulent times. Even as the kingdom eventually receded from the historical forefront, the architectural and engineering innovations left a lasting influence on the surrounding regions. The legacy of Urartu's architectural genius and their mastery over water engineering continued to inspire and benefit neighboring civilizations long after the kingdom itself had dwindled. But wait, there's more. We will look at a kingdom with a groundbreaking economic innovation. 11. Lydians. Over in the western parts of Turkey, the Lydians were making groundbreaking advances in the economic sphere. They revolutionized trade by introducing the concept of coined money, a significant departure from the traditional barter system. This pivotal innovation enabled traders and merchants to assign and understand the value of goods in a precise, standardized manner, facilitating smoother and more efficient commercial transactions. Under the leadership of King Croesus, who was widely celebrated for his immense wealth, the Lydian military embarked on expansive campaigns. These military ventures not only extended their territorial reach, but also demonstrated their strategic prowess and combat skills. Despite their advancements and prosperity, the rise of the Persian Empire posed a formidable challenge that the Lydians could not withstand indefinitely. Eventually, the Persians conquered the Lydians, absorbing their lands into a growing empire. However, the impact of the Lydians' invention of money echoed throughout history, influencing economic systems far beyond their own era. The concept of coined money laid the foundations for modern economic practices, enabling a more complex and interconnected market structure. This legacy of the Lydians significantly shaped how economies functioned across the ancient world and paved the way for the sophisticated trade systems that followed. Now let's have a look at the guerrilla tactics experts. 12. Thracians. The Thracians lived in the Balkan region and were famous for their unique and effective combat methods. They often relied on guerrilla tactics, using surprise attacks and intimate knowledge of their mountainous homeland to ambush their enemies. This approach made them formidable opponents in battle. Their encounters with the Greek city-states were frequent and intense, marked by numerous conflicts that showcased their bravery and strategic prowess. Later, they faced the Romans, who were drawn into many challenging battles due to the Thracians' relentless spirit of resistance. Over the years, Thracian warriors became legendary for their skills in warfare, utilizing the natural terrain to launch unexpected strikes against larger, well-organized armies. Their legacy is remembered as one of fierce independence and mastery in the art of war. Another legacy was left behind by an empire known for their mastery in sea raiding. Let's have a look at the Illyrians at number 13. 13. Illyrians. The Illyrians occupied the western part of the Balkans and were well known for their life on the sea, engaging in piracy and raids along the Adriatic coast. Their maritime skills were exceptional, allowing them to navigate swiftly and strike suddenly, which made them dreaded adversaries to any coastal town or passing ship. They were bold and aggressive, often clashing with neighboring communities and disrupting trade routes. Despite their fearsome reputation, the Romans eventually managed to conquer them, but not without facing significant difficulties. The Illyrians left behind a lasting impression of their seafaring capabilities and a strong desire for freedom, challenging all who tried to curb their independence. Their story is one of resilience and indomitable spirit, marked by a long history of maritime adventures and confrontations. These Iron Age civilizations were not just conquerors, but also innovators who shaped the world in profound ways. Their legacies, marked by both brutality and brilliance, continue to influence our modern societies. If you found this journey through history intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more riveting tales from the past. Let us know in the comments which civilization shocked you the most. Until next time, keep exploring the shadows of history.